Hey, I'm surprised. I thought you'd have packed him off to some posh prep school.
Don't worry, he'll be going private as soon as he hits 11. Can't have him mixing with the oiks from the comprehensive. Speaking of which, have you heard from Frankie?
No.
Oh, thank goodness for that. You want to lose that.
What would you know about it?
She turns up on your doorstep for one night, you're stupid enough to take her in, then she disappears again. Still, good riddance to bad rubbish. If I were you, I'd forget about her.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Well, someone's got to talk some sense into you. You're behaving like a lovesick kid.
Jealous, are we? At least I've got a personal life.
One night by a fireside does not constitute a relationship. Even I managed a few months before I got divorced.
And how many divorces is it now? Or have you lost count? Let's face it, the only long-lasting relationship you've ever had is with your wallet.
You think so? What's she doing here, then? Hi. What brings you here?
I've come to wish Joseph good luck and bring him this. That's really kind of you. Oh, thanks. So, what do you think?
You look very grown up. How about I come with you to school?
Well, there's no need. Claudia's coming with me. School's got to get to know her, seeing as she's the one in charge of trouble here.
You don't mind?
No, of course not. You go ahead.
Never mind. At least you don't have to help with his homework.
No, you're right. I don't have to help anyone. I don't have to look after anyone except myself.
I'm telling you, leave my girl alone.
What was all that about?
Nothing. Nothing important.
What do you think? They're for Dad. It's just I hate to see graves neglected. Dad always liked roses.
They're lovely. I used to be a bit of a gardener myself. Sweet peas. They were my favourite. Don't bother growing them now.
Oh, why not?
Well, it seems a waste. Nobody to share them with.
Oh, Ashley, you're as bad as me. Right, that's it. You're going to meet me in the Woolpack later and we're going to have a serious talk about you and Bernice.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do.
Okay. We'll talk about Bernice. But then you have to tell me exactly what's going on with you and Frankie.
So you enjoyed it, then?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was your teacher like?
Nice.
Well, lucky you.
If you want, I can take him tomorrow.
What's the point? He seems happy with Claudia, don't you?
See, I told you you'd be fine.
Yeah. Didn't even give us a second glance, did he?
No, off like a shot when he saw the sandpit. I didn't even get a goodbye kiss. Still, I'll get one now. Come on, you. How about a quick game before tea?
Oh, that girl is a godsend.
You've finally noticed.
Oh, yes, I have. I mean, she's great with Joseph. You can see how fond he is of her. After Rachel, he needs some sort of...
Mother figure?
Well, yeah.
Well, he'd have plenty to pick from. What with Claudia and now Kathy.
And I thought you'd be pleased. They're trying to help.
I am. It's just, I would like to help too.
No, you'd be too busy working or moping about over Frankie.
That's not true.
Oh, come on. You come over all maternal. You start looking for something to fill your sad and lonely life.
I'm sorry?
If Frankie walked through that door, you'd forget about Joseph.
That isn't true.
All I am saying is, just because Frankie doesn't want you, it doesn't mean that you can use Joseph as some sort of emotional stopgap.
I love Joseph.
I know. I'm just saying...
I know what you're saying. You can't stand Frankie. You can't stand the thought of seeing me happy.
But you're not happy. Oh, goodness sake, I don't know why I bother. I mean, what are you always telling me? Get a grip on my life? Maybe it's time you listen to your own advice.
Look, I know Ollie was out of order, but she's trying really hard.
I'm not sure.
If you let her go back to the youth club, I promise you there'll be no trouble.
That's rich coming from you.
Oh, I know things have got a bit out of hand recently. But can't you give her another chance? Oh, come on. I mean, you can't hold a grudge against a kid.
Well, I don't blame Ashley for not wanting Ollie back. That child would try the patience of a saint.
He's a vicar, not a saint.
Okay. Ollie can come back, but on her best behaviour. Oh, and there's a joining fee.
Since when?
Since I said so. Let's just call it reparation for any trouble, bad language or damage caused.
How much?
£10 to the church roof fund. The amount of damage Ollie can cause, I'd say that was reasonable.
I told you, a saint. You know your trouble, Ashley. You're too good by half, that's what you are.
Hear, hear. So far today, she's called you her knight in shining armour, a saint, which puts you on a par with St. George.
I'm not her knight in shining armour, I'm her vicar.
I don't think that's how she sees you.
That is exactly how she sees me. Bernice only talks to me the way she does because of my job.
It's got nothing to do with your job. It's to do with you. You'll never know if you don't ask. You've got to tell her how you feel.
I can't. At least this way I have something, even if it is just being her friend.
You haven't. You're being dishonest with her and you're being dishonest with yourself.
Oh, and you aren't. What about you and Frankie?
I don't love Frankie.
No, of course you don't.
It's completely different from you and Bernice. Frankie didn't even say goodbye before she left.
What do you expect? Did you actually tell her how you felt?
I didn't have to.
You didn't. So it was clear where you stand. You tell me I'll be miserable if I don't talk to Bernice.
You will be.
And so will you if you don't talk to Frankie. Miserable and sad, just like me. Still, at least I've got my parishioners. You've got your dog and Chris. You know she likes you.
And you know Bernice likes you. Oh, stuff it. You're right. You're absolutely right. I do like her. I like her a lot.
And do you know if she feels the same way?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I think she does and others. You know, I almost got married once. Well, blessed. Her name was Emma and I dumped her at the altar for someone else. If I'm honest, it was just an excuse. I looked at her and I just saw a lifetime of cosy evenings in, drinking wine and listening to classical CDs. Everyone thought we were perfect together, even Dad, but I suppose that was the problem. There was no excitement. It's different with Frankie. I'm not certain of her. I guess that's part of the attraction. What?
Well, one thing's for sure. You'll never be certain. Not unless you talk to her.
Let's go, Ashley. I think we need to sleep on this.
Off already?
Yes.
Oh, well, perhaps I'll see you tomorrow. You can talk about the next youth club do.
Fine.
Me and all. Better get back and see what's happened to Betty.
See ya.
No, you're right. I should stop lecturing you and get on with it. Because you know what?
What?
I'm sick of Chris and the dog, and Claudia's very sweet, but not the person I want to come home to. So here's the deal.
What?
I will tell Frankie exactly how I feel
Great.
if you tell Bernice.
I can't.
It's easier for you. I have to go and find Frankie. You know where Bernice is.
It isn't that easy.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to do it if you don't.
But what
I'm
if
sick of being miserable. I'm sick of seeing you miserable. I'm going to go and find Frankie. I don't care what I have to do. At least I'll know for certain how she does feel. Look at us both. What have we got to lose?
You're right.